Hi, I'm Fernand. I help people transform their lives from mediocre to fulfilling life through personal growth. Do you feel that you're unsure what to do with your life? From my life experiences, I noticed that our day to day situations provide signs whether we are heading in the right direction or not. In this video, I'm going to show you how I found which direction I should navigate in my life to succeed by analyzing my daily situations. Let's get started. If you think finding a direction in your life, it is too broad. So, I first categorized my life into different components based on how I live my life at that stage of my journey. I had a category for the person, what kind of a person I wanted to be. I did a job during that period, so I had a category for that as well. I name it calling. I live with my parents at that period, so I had a category for the family under relationships. I had another category called tribe under relationships. Those were the places where I would go for my day-to-day things. Supermarkets, clothing stores, salons, restaurants, etc. I wanted to live in an environment that is in line with my values, so I had a category for the country as well. I dealt with money at that period. I receive a salary as income and had some expenses for my living, so I had a category called money for that area of my life. Lastly, I had a category for lifestyle, what kind of a life I would be satisfied with. These were the areas of my life I considered important for me at that time. Based on your current life, you can break down your life into areas you think important for you. The second thing I did was, I took some time every day, usually end of the day, to record how I spent that day, how I felt, what thoughts pop up, and the physical sensations I experienced in my daily situations. Here, I'll show you how I did this exercise in one area of my life, which is my career, using few examples. You can repeat the same process for all of areas in your life. I use a 3-column table to record my life's data. The first column is for the situation. The second column is to record my inner world, how I felt, what thoughts pop up, and the intention, what I really wanted to experience in my daily situations. If you experience a negative situation, your intention would be to experience the opposite of what you have experienced. If you experience a positive situation, your intention would be to grow similar experiences. The last column is for the category. In this case, it was my career. Example 1. The situation. I was supporting a junior engineer to integrate the feature he was involved in into the main module. When I was supporting him, I felt kind of satisfying feeling. At the end of that day, I wrote this situation in my journal. In the situation column, I wrote, when I was supporting John to integrate the feature he was involved in into the main module. In the inner world column, I wrote joy under the emotion label, impact under the intention label, the reason I felt joy. In the category column, I wrote calling. Example 2. The situation. When I was working, I received a call from one of my friends saying one of her friends wasn't well and was hospitalized. Even I wanted to go to see him, I couldn't go because I was doing some urgent task. At that moment, I felt I had little control over my career, but what I really wanted was a career that I can operate on my own terms. In this example, under the situation column, I wrote, I wanted to see Shane when John called and told me that Shane wasn't well and was hospitalized. In inner world column, I wrote L plus under the emotion label and freedom under intention label, what I wanted to experience. Example 3. The situation. I was in a project meeting and my manager was assigning tasks to us without discussing with us. I felt angry about his behavior, but what I really wanted was a career with freedom and leadership. In this example, under the situation column, I wrote, when Greg was assigning tasks to us in the project meeting, angry under the emotion label, a career I lead under the intention label in the inner world column, and calling in the category column. Similarly, you can recall your past and journal your past situations as well. You can continue this exercise as long as you want, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, etc. If you feel that you have enough data to analyze, you can move to the next step. I then analyze the data I collected to identify the patterns of my daily manifestations. These are the common patterns I identified when I analyzed the data related to my career. There were situations that I felt uncomfortable when people were controlling my work. This is a value I must consider when I was finding my calling. I should find a career path I have control over my work. I felt I wasn't good enough in certain situations when I was working, but what I really wanted was a career that I am good at. In certain situations, I felt bored, dislike kind of emotion when I was doing my job. So, what I wanted was a career that I feel alive. There were situations I felt I was treated poorly. So, what I really wanted was surrounding myself with good people who treat others with dignity and respect, a team where we can proud of each other. I noticed that I wasn't happy when I was stagnant in my career, so what I was looking for was a career path I can grow personally and professionally. Another value I was looking for was impact. I wanted to make sure that whoever I serve would benefit through my work. If you remember, I show you one example that I was feeling kind of satisfying emotion when I was supporting a junior engineer in integrating the feature he was involved in. These kinds of situations were signs that I would be happy if I do a job that would benefit others. After doing this exercise, I had an idea what kind of a vocation I was looking for. I gained clarity about what I wanted when I was working on it. I had a basis for validating my decisions. You know how it is helpful to make choices if you know where you are going. These are my values regarding my vocation, and I had to make sure that whatever career path I choose should be based on these values to succeed in my career and life. This is how I knew what kind of work I should do to be satisfied. I hope this exercise would help you in some way to find your direction in your life. In the next video, I'll reveal to you what steps I took to make my dream into reality and how far I have come. If you enjoyed this video, please click the thumbs up button and share with people you think this video might benefit. I would also like to know what you think about this process. Please let me know about it below in the comment section. If you resonate with what I teach in this channel, Building Blocks of Creating a Successful Life, please consider subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon so you will be notified automatically when I release a new video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in another lesson.